This is such a weird combination. I've curled my hair so I feel super glam, but then I'm just wearing a hoodie. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a kind of, to be honest, I don't really know what this video is going to be. I have some new products which I'm going to be testing, but not all of them are new, but there's quite a lot of new things in here. Like we've got some new Revolution products, like their primers, baking powders, some new other powders that they've got, the Beauty Bay original own brand palettes and brushes. I've got the new Benefit eyeliner that I want to test. I've basically got like quite a few new releases that I'm going to test in this. And I didn't have a full face, but I thought I would just go ahead and do this video anyway because I have a little chat with you guys at the same time. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed, I would love it if you joined. And also, if you have any questions, leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day because I always answer one at the end of the video. So let's just get into it. That was the quickest intro I've done in a long time. Whenever I curl my hair, I always get people being like, oh, I love your hair curly, you should do it more. But curly hair, this sounds so strange, makes me feel and look so much more girly. And even though I'm really into makeup, I'm not that much of like a girly girl. Okay, I kind of am. But like I'm not into pink, I'm not into like flowers and love hearts and all of that kind of stuff, which is like stereotypically girly. Oh, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, I went to Disneyland Paris the other day. I did vlog, so that'll be up soon. So the first thing I'm putting on my face, Revolution have launched 4 new primers. They've got a hydrating one, a mattifying one, a pore blurring one, and the color correcting one. My 2 favorites are actually the hydrating and the pore blur one. I actually really like the hydrating one just by itself, even though I have oily skin, so you would think that I wouldn't, but it's really nice and it kind of dries a bit tacky. I kind of just like to use it as a moisturizer first because I have nothing on my face right now. I was going to do a story time in this video, but then I thought because I'm showing a load of new products, it probably would be a really, really long video. Do you guys want me to just sit down and tell that story, or should I do like a get ready with me kind of thing, story time, where I do my makeup and talk to you at the same time? Let me know what you want to see. So as you can see, that kind of gives your face a bit of a glow, but then it's also kind of tacky at the same time. But I'm also going to add a little bit of the pore blur one, which is a lot, like, it's a lot thicker. I'm just going to put this on my forehead, kind of like my T-zone, I guess. God, I look so pale at the moment. So as you can see, that one is kind of mattifying, and it's just like your standard kind of silicone-y primer, but I actually like mixing those two together. That is so satisfying. For my foundation, I'm actually going back to an old favorite. I used to love this foundation. Well, I still love it, I just don't use it as much as I used to. This is the Revlon Colorstay foundation in Combo Oily, and Kathleen Lights' recent video reminded me about this, and I thought, oh, I am gonna give it some more love. This one is actually disgusting. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna open a fresh one because I'm pretty sure I've had this for more than 2 years. Look at it. I have the shade 150 Buff, and ooh, and I use the one for combination to oily skin. I was almost not going to do my foundation and concealer on camera because I didn't have new ones, but then when I've done that before, people are like, no, we like to see you blend out the base products. Here we go. I absolutely love the smell of this foundation. I mean, it kind of smells like paint, but something about it just reminds me of my teenage years because I used to use this foundation then as well. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. My forehead keeps coming up in loads of little bumps, and I can't tell what is causing it because I use so many different products on the daily. I'm just gonna use a bit of my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, a little bit of concealer. I might actually try baking today just because I've got the new Revolution baking powders. I might give it a go. So Revolution originally had their banana powder, and then they also had lace, and then I think the white powder and the terracotta one, but they've just launched loads of new shades of their baking powders. I can't actually pick all of them up. So they now have, in order of colour, they've got white, they've then got translucent, which I think is the one I'm going to test out today. They've got lace, which is the one that I normally use. They've got banana light, which is a lighter version of banana. They've then got banana deep, which is a darker version. They've got beige, peach, orange. I think they have one that's called terracotta, but maybe I don't have it here. Maybe I'm making it up, I don't know. Maybe they changed the name. And they've got deep dark, so they've pretty much got baking powders for every skin tone, which I think is pretty great. Something that I've been wanting Revolution to launch for ages is pressed powders. These are the Bake and Blot powders, and they have them in all of the same colours that I just showed you guys. This is the shade Translucent. This one is Lace. So translucent is just a little bit lighter, but it's not quite white. So I'm going to use the translucent baking powder under my eyes, and then I'm going to use a lace pressed powder for the rest of my face. Oh crap, I'm wearing black leggings. So I've just put some of this in the lid, and I'm gonna... Oh god, I never bake my face. What am I doing? Honestly, the reason I don't ever bake my face is because I find it makes my under eyes feel really dry. For people that do bake their face though, I think it's great that they've launched loads more colours of these. Okay, right, let's actually try and... Half of that just fell into my lap. How do people do this? Like, surely this is going to give me the most insane flashback. Right, on the rest of my face, I'm just going to use the lace powder. I think you can also use these for baking. They have like a little bit of pigment to them. I'm sorry, I hate the feeling of this. I'm just going to brush that off. Baking is just not for everyone, okay? I would rather bake some brownies. Okay, I quite like the pressed powder. I mean, like, I do like this, but it's just the fact that I don't bake too often, but it is a nice powder. When you just kind of use these all over your face, like the lace one, sometimes I just use it to set my entire face of makeup. So I think it's really great. They've got lots of new colours and stuff. No, I'm not sponsored by Revolution. No, they do not pay me to make videos on my channel. No, they do not control my opinions on products and stuff. You know, it's my own channel. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. The end. For my bronzer, I've actually made a recent... Well, it's not a new discovery. It's kind of like a rediscovery of something that I didn't used to use that often. So when I recently went away for like an overnight stay for one night, I was packing my stuff in a rush and I accidentally grabbed Hoola Light instead of the original Hoola into my makeup bag. And this was the only bronzer that I had with me. And I thought, oh, I don't really know, like when I've used this before, it's too light for me. And then I actually used it and I was like, it's actually quite a good colour for my skin tone. So for those of you that think I wear too much bronzer, hopefully today we're going to be fine. I'm just going to do the tiniest bit of contouring. I mean, I'm probably still going to put too much on anyway, but it's just a really nice light bronzer shade if you have super fair skin. It doesn't have any shimmer in it or anything. It is completely matte. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's a really nice colour. I don't think I have any new blushes to test, so I'm just going to use my Milani Luminoso. Also, a couple of you commented on my favourites of the year video that I didn't mention the L'Oreal Peach blush. That is very true. I also really enjoyed the L'Oreal Peach blush this year. That was kind of the first blush that I discovered that got me into blush, so I'm sorry that I neglected it. For highlight, I'm going to test this Bareminerals Stella Glow palette, and it's just got 6 different shades in it. These kind of look like, they remind me of the Hourglass ambient lighting palette things, how they look like they're going to be super natural. Like, none of these look particularly blinding, but I'm going to go for it anyway. I'm going to give this one a go down here. Okay, that is super natural. This is the type of highlighter I would go for if I was having a no makeup kind of day, because it's super natural, but it kind of just makes your skin look a little bit dewy. That is actually really pretty. Very smooth and very subtle. Moving on to eyebrows. These two actually arrived in the post today from Rimmel, and they are the Wonder'full Brow 24-hour waterproof brow mascara with fibres. I'm going to use the shade Light. It's got a tiny little brush, so I'm just going to... Ooh, it's a good colour actually. I have been obsessed with tinted brow gels just because they make your brows look so much fuller and thicker. Okay, I've made a bit of a mess. I do quite like this, but I just wish the brush was a tiny bit thinner. Just because the brush is a little bit... It's small, but it's not as thin as other brow gels that I've used, so I kind of made a little bit of a mess towards the tail of my brow, but I do actually like that. I like that a lot. And then for my skinny brow pencil, I'm using the Soap & Glory Archery in the shade Blonde Shell. Maybe this is a bit light for me at the moment, actually. Oh, this is weird, actually. The brow gel has kind of set, but it feels like rubbery. So now that I'm drawing over my brow hairs, it's just kind of gluing them to my face. Like, it feels like hair gel in my eyebrows. Maybe just put a little bit in and then just use that as your product. If you go in with a pencil afterwards, it kind of just sticks your eyebrows to your head. So Beauty Bay released a collection just before Christmas called Everything You Need. This is the Eye Wonder brush set. And then they've also got loads of different palettes as well. They've got I think they have ones that have got 9 eyeshadows in them. This one has got 16 eyeshadows. And they're all pretty affordable. The one that they very kindly actually gave me for Christmas was the EYN Fiery Eyeshadow Palette, which looks like this. And then I've got this eyeshadow brush roll as well. And I think these brushes are also super affordable. They actually look really nice. Ooh, this one would be really nice for highlighter. Ooh, they've got some really nice looking brushes in here. They've got fluffy brushes, crease brushes, flat brushes. There's a little kind of pointed pencil brush, a super skinny eyeliner brush, and then there's also a double-ended angled brow brush. So I am actually going to use the big fat brush first. I'm going to go in with Peaches and Cream, and I'm just kind of putting this in my crease. So I'm just adding this as my transition slash base shade. The one thing I wish they had in here was like a matte black or like an even darker brown than this one. To be fair, I haven't tried the dark brown yet, so I don't know how dark it is, but I always like to have in my palettes like an inner corner highlight and then like a dark color for the outer corners that's matte. And then taking one of the other blending brushes, and I'm gonna go in with the shade called, ooh, let's do Hot Sauce, which is this orange one. Wow, okay, that looks like it's gonna be really pigmented. Whoa! Oh my god, that is really pigmented. By the way, this video isn't sponsored. I know I've done work with Beauty Bay in the past, but I'm under like no contract with them. This video is not sponsored. Okay, this is actually going a pretty long way. It's blending out nicely. Let's do the same on the other eye. Okay, so both eyes there were just one dip. That actually worked so nicely. I love the names of these. Pumpkin spice, hot sauce, honey roast, caramel sauce, chocolate souffle. The names just sound delicious. I'm gonna go in with caramel sauce. I'm not too sure how this is gonna work because it's kind of like a, it's not too much darker than this, I don't think. Oh no, it is a little bit darker. Wow, okay, that's also really pigmented. I'm trying to kind of wing it out a bit, but how that's going, I'm not too sure. Again, that shade was really nice, but it didn't quite give me as much depth as I want. So I'm gonna go in with this shade, which is called Brisk, which is like a dark burgundy. Oh, okay. It doesn't actually come out on the eyes as burgundy. Probably because I layered it up with like 3 other shades, but ooh, hoo, hoo. So far, these eyeshadows are beautiful. I feel like this is going to be a really good travel palette for me just because it's kind of got everything that I need and a mirror as well. I love how I just said this kind of got everything you need, and I'm pretty sure the palette collection is called Everything You Need. Is that what it is called? Good name choice from Beauty Bay. I'm going to go for this brush here, which is called I Spy, and I'm just going to run that same Brisk shade along my lower lash line. Maybe I need a bit more orange. I'm gonna go in with Hot Sauce as well. Why is this eye look making me hungry? It's making me want some like sweet and sour chicken or some chicken with like barbecue sauce or something like that. I don't even know why. Like, it's making me want to go to Nando's. I really like these brushes so far. Let's try this one, which is a little bit more fluffy, and I'm just gonna use this to go over the edges and kind of blend them out. Oh, I'm kind of in love. In their other palettes, I prefer to use my finger to apply the shimmers, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, wait. First, I'm gonna put All That Glitters, which is this one here, on my inner corners and my brow bone because it's just one of those shades. I'm gonna go for the shade which is called New Penny, which is like a kind of, it's like a coppery gold. I kind of want to use the shade Tango, which is like an orange. Now, Tango is a little bit less shimmery, so I'm gonna go for this one. Oh my god, it's actually working with a brush. That's so pretty. And I'm going to take the chocolate souffle shade just to see how this works. And I'm just going to put that on the very outer corners. I am aware that I should have done this earlier, but I kind of forgot. Yeah, that brown is definitely not as dark as I would like it to be. I really like these brushes. I think they worked really nicely. Palette was really nice. So, Benefit have the new Roller Liner eyeliner. Obviously their Roller Lash Mascara is really popular. They have it in brown and they have it in black. I don't know anyone that uses brown eyeliner, but I mean, each to their own. I'm actually going to try the Roller Eye Bright pencil first, which I think is for your waterline. Looks like this. I don't often wear pencil in my waterline, but we're going to give it a go. Does my eye look brighter? To be fair to Benefit, that works really nice. I mean, I don't often wear liner in my waterline, but if you're looking for a pigmented nude liner, ow. If you're looking for a pigmented nude eyeliner, this one has really done the job. Also, it feels kind of waterproof. Oh my god, yeah, it's not coming off my hand. It says that it's waterproof and it lasts up to 8 hours. And then I'm trying the Roller Liner. Oh my gosh, I love the packaging. It's basically just like their mascara, but in liner form. This is just a super skinny black felt tip eyeliner pen. Whoa, okay. Okay, first impressions, it's incredibly black. Oh my gosh, that was so easy. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know whether it's because it's brand new that it's super black and super easy to use. Sometimes with these pen eyeliners, I find that they dry up super quickly. And once you've used them like 5 times, they start drying up. So I have to keep you guys updated, but so far that was so quick and easy to use. Will I ever be able to get my eyeliner even first try? For mascara, I'm just gonna go in with my Revolution mascara. This is actually running out because I've used it so much. I am actually so hungry. It's 3:45 and I haven't had my lunch yet. There is a high probability that I'm gonna go cook myself some halloumi cheese in about 5 minutes. I'm not actually going to put lashes on because I feel like I don't actually need them right now. Something that again arrived in the post today, which is from NYX, is their new Candy Slick Glowy lip colours. I have no idea what these are supposed to be like. This one is in the shade Sugar Coated Kiss. This is what the packaging looks like. I'm going to go for the nude one just because it's the shade that I would most likely wear and probably the shade that a lot of you would probably most likely wear. So it is quite pale, I think. Got it. They don't smell of anything. I don't really know what this formula is. It kind of, from the picture, I thought it was going to be like a gloss, but that's not a gloss. I honestly don't know how to describe this formula because it looks glossy, but then it's not sticky. It almost feels like a gel on your lips. But as you can see, it was full pigment. I mean, it feels comfortable, but it's kind of like, it's not sticky, but then you can see it kind of clumping together a little bit. Maybe I just put a bit too much on. Let me just grab a tissue. Okay, yeah, now that I've blotted off some of the excess, it's not doing that weird thing, so I think I just put too much on. It actually feels super comfortable. Okay, so this is a little bit of a closer look at everything. I don't really know how well you can tell about the eyebrows, but they're like full on stuck to my face. I love that eyeshadow palette. I think it was so nice. The only colour that I wasn't a massive fan of was the dark brown. The Benefit liner is super black. The highlighter palette is pretty, but as you can see, it's just super, super, super natural and subtle. So if you're into your subtle highlights, you might like that a bit better. But I still think it makes my skin look really nice and kind of, it makes it look like my skin is just glowing rather than having like metallic highlighter on my face. Okay, so that is it from me. That is the full face of everything. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any other product suggestions that you want me to test, let me know. But I'm just quickly gonna find a question of the day. Question of the day comes from Ruby Croxon, and she said, how did you get used to just speaking so comfortably to a camera and at essentially no one? Thank you so much, Ruby. That is a good question. I know it does seem really strange. Like, it is, to be fair, like the first couple of videos I filmed, it did seem really strange to just sit down and be talking to a camera. But then at the same time, I'm so much more comfortable just talking to a camera in my room, which is like my little safe place. I just switch on the camera and I know that I have all of the power to edit it. So whatever I say, like if I don't like it, if I don't like something that I said, if I mess up, I can just edit that out. Whereas if you compare that to like talking on stage or something, then it's just so much easier to just sit down and talk to a camera because it is pretty much no one. And I know it does seem weird, but I'm so used to it by now. And yeah, it just kind of like takes a bit of getting used to, but then it's completely fine. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'm gonna go edit this now. I'm gonna go make some halloumi cheese, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!